Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always, and welcome back to StoneBlock. In the last episode, we were working on autocrafting. We were working on Refined Storage's autocrafting system, and well, it was going great. Still is, to be honest. And basically, today, what I want to do is I want to start cleaning up the base a little bit. So between episodes, I did a bit of digging and a bit more digging. And just kind of, I also moved the mystical agriculture stuff out of this room. So nothing too major there. I don't know why we don't have torches in the center for all these places. I've been doing that now, by the way. Just FYI. When possible, at least. So, what is the plan? Well, we're going to start kind of separating things out. Biggest thing that we're going to do is we're going to move refined storage all down here. And this is going to be the main place for refined storage. Eventually we will have power somewhere else. I went ahead and told the system how to make the refined storage cables because we're going to need a lot of those. But what we're going to eventually be doing is getting a personal shrinking device, compact machines, and I'll be honest, I don't know for sure how these work outside of redstone tunnel. We're gonna need a lot of compact machine walls. Wow, that's actually not that expensive. Hold shift, place 4 opposite each other to create miniaturization crafting field. Right click to get hints where the next projector needs to be. Okay, fair enough. So basically, we need to make all this stuff eventually. And the idea is we're gonna have these. We're gonna have all of our power in like 1 or 2 of those little things. We'll get into compact machines soon. So that's the idea for power. But today, first thing I want to do is we need to make some more flux plugs. For adding energy, no, flux point. I always get them confused. So flux points are more important for us currently. We're gonna need flux, and the only way to get that is through processing redstone. So we're also going to need a processing pattern. No, what is the? There's a special thing for refined storage. So there's pattern grids, which we have. These don't let you do like the patterns for machines. There's another block for that. Let's look at refined storage. And creative fluid, creative storage. Can we make those? Nah. Well, worth a shot. So, it's looking refined everything that's storage. So, let's see if there's anything here. So we can get a crafter manager, which that's something that we're gonna want to make relatively soon. But there should be a block. Storage monitor, crafting monitor, fluid grid, pattern grid. There should be a block, I thought, that would let us make processing patterns, but I guess not. So here's a question. If we do this and we grab some redstone, do we have any flux currently? We have a flux point. That's good. We're gonna need that. We don't have any flux currently, so let's make a piece of flux. And we're gonna do some fancy stuff to get this all kind of all the processing and whatnot. If we can do this. So if we put, oh, right there. Okay. So they've added it to this. All right, never mind. So for example, I found it. Set item amount. 1 set. There we go. Gives you one of those. There we go. Alright, so that's how we do the processing patterns. And then we just put a crafter on a furnace, and we'll get to all that. So what I want to do, first of all, is can we make another crafter? We certainly can. Alright, so it's going to make a crafter. We're going to use that in a little bit. We're going to want some energy conduits. In order to get those, we're going to want enhanced energy conduits, I think. So that might be something good to teach the system how to make. Let's see. Enhanced energy conduits. So we're going to need to get energetic alloy. Do we have any conduits in here? No. Alright, so we're going to need energetic alloy, which we can make a seed for that. That'll be something we'll want to do relatively soonish. But the main way to get this is through the alloy smelter with gold, redstone, and glowstone. So gold, let's get a little bit of gold. Glowstone. We are really low on a lot of materials just because I haven't been processing stuff quite yet. We'll get there. We've got a lot of different things to kind of take care of. One of these things that we're going to want to do is upgrade the alloy smelter to be better. That is the sag mill still. So that's going to require a simple powered furnace, which is pretty easy. Dark bimetal gears. Okay. So do we have any? We have some bimetal gears. Do we have any dark? No. So things we're going to have to make. We'll just go ahead and use a simple alloy smelter for now. It'll be fine. It just takes a while. And we can start setting some stuff up down below. So kind of the idea is we're going to have, let's see, we'll have multiple machines. So we'll put the machines over here. So one of the machines that we'll need is a furnace. And we will probably make, we'll probably just put the one machine for now. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. It's gonna look silly. No, I like it above. We can always wire things behind as well. That's something that we'll probably end up doing. There are cable facades and all that kind of stuff for all of the different things. So we'll probably want a flux point here. And it's attached to main. Should be fine. We'll put our controller here and then it can hook up to everything. And this room just so happens to be directly underneath here. So that's fine for now. We can work on getting things moved where I want it later. It won't be bad. So a lot of moving around of things, but we'll get to that point. So once this is, it's not quite done. Do we have much like gold? We do. So ore processing is something else we're going to have to deal with, as well as just kind of in general, there's a lot of things we need to make. But one of the big things that I want to start looking at, so we're going to have to teach the system how to make those. In order to do that, I want to upgrade the simple alloy smelters. So in order to do that, let's work on that. So alloy smelter. I don't know that we're ready to do the enhanced. These are really powerful, really fast. You can make them if you get in steel, which you can make in stone. Okay, that's not that bad. Vibrant alloy. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a reason why you can't just skip from the simple to the best, but you need the enhanced dye blend. Wow, requires a lot of things though. Okay, so let's just go to the normal alloy smelter. We're going to need an industrial machine, which means industrial blend, which I don't think we have. I'm not super big on the new stuff with Ender.io, to be honest. We're going to need some dark steel, and you know what? I'd want to make just dark steel seeds immediately. So, obsidian and steel. That's easy enough. So I think pulverizer. I have a pulverizer right over here. Doesn't have power. Whoops. And I guess we can put the sag mill back up. How much is that going to give us? So dark steel, we just need 4. Can we get what we want from this and then just get the seeds? So I'm currently doing iron seeds in here. Iron seeds are honestly great to have. More seeds means more stuff. Simple as that. So there's almost a stack of iron. And let's see, some steel. I need 4 pieces of steel. That does not work. So why does that not work? Steel and 4. So are you locked or something? Yeah, unlock that. There we go. So we do need 4 pieces of obsidian, so we'll let that process. In the meantime, I want to take the seeds out of this. We're going to dump this stuff in here. And, you know, since we're going to have this being a furnace, we're going to put the iron, not the iron seeds, the pattern in there for the flux. So one of the big things that we're going to need to do is kind of have the system give us automation for things that we're going to need a lot of. Flux points is something that we're going to be using a lot of because of the nature of our base and just kind of how we're going to set things up. So it's just kind of a minor thing, but at the same time, not really. Garden cloches are something else that we're going to want to set up because of mystical agriculture. We have all the seeds up here. We actually don't need the stone hoe up there. So we can take that out. And what we're going to end up doing, and this is the weirdness, we're going to end up having drawer controllers up there. And we can teach the system how to autocraft things. But we're going to just kind of look at everything that is in both this and upstairs with the mystical agriculture stuff without actually like doing anything. So this room is just going to be garden closures. How many and all that kind of fun stuff, I don't know. But we'll have garden cloches and then drawers storing all the items, and then water pipes and all that kind of stuff behind. So that'll be fine. And we can always expand this room that way. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know how many rooms we're going to need for different things, but we'll kind of figure it out. So I think what I want to do, since, to be honest, moving this stuff is going to be a lot of work, just kind of moving things. It's not really that exciting. And I want to get dark steel seeds. That would be really nice. Let's go ahead and start working on some other things. So one of the things we want to do, if we want to get dark steel seeds, let's get that. The other thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and start working towards getting factories. Because I would like to use Mekanism's factories instead of like redstone furnaces or alloy smelters for standard like smelting. And that's going to be super powerful. So factories, what is it? Basic smelting. So let's just look at basic smelting. So that's going to require 2 control circuits, an energized smelter, and nothing much else. So we're just going to need some steel casings. Okay, that looks really easy. And here's the cool thing. Installers? Yeah. So there are tier installers. And I'm lagging a little bit. Apologies. I'm hoping to get that fixed within like the week. So we can have these installers that will eventually allow us to upgrade machines without really doing anything. So left shift M. So we could make this by just installing a basic tier installer on an energized smelter. And we'll end up doing that for the metallurgic infuser eventually, probably. I don't know. But let's just go ahead and make this guy. So we're going to need a steel casing. We're going to need 4 circuits. And this is the best way to do circuits. So let's grab some redstone and 4 pieces of osmium. So 4 of those should be enough to get what we want. And while that is processing, let's go ahead and head back upstairs, mystical agriculture, so that we can grab, do we have, I wanted to use those for the next tier seeds. So we need supremium, right? Yes. So we just need a little bit more essence. And this is something that's going to be a lot easier once we have, well, once we have other things. Once we have auto-crafting and all that kind of stuff. So probably the biggest problem we're going to have is we're going to use some crafting grids around the base. But then I think also I want to, I do think I want to get into standard, oh, how do I want to describe it? Wireless, there we go. So there's the 4. And that should be everything we need. Go ahead and do that. So that should be fine. Let's go ahead. I know I already have. You know what? We can make more seeds. Let's take these, 4 of those. And we'll make dark steel seeds. So I haven't done anything with listing all the seeds or anything like that out yet. But that is something that is kind of on my to-do list. So for the time being, let's go ahead and start growing dark steel. And we should have our 4 basic control circuits. So we do that, and then we should be able to make the factory. So basic smelting factory. So what makes these so good? Well, to put it simply, they're just better. So let's go downstairs and we'll put this down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So essentially it is 3 smelting operations in one, which will auto sort, split them as needed, and we just need to, we can also upgrade it, everything we want. So yeah, put the items down. We can set up, I want to, there we go. We can set up the side configs, auto eject on, input, let's see, input on the top. We could do output out the back if we wanted. I don't remember, the crafters don't take the items back, do they? We'll have to have a interface somewhere so we can put all the items in, or we put importers. Either way. So for the rest of the episode, let's go ahead. Once we have that, I'm going to start working on moving everything downstairs, all this stuff and whatnot, and getting more crafters and all that kind of stuff set up. We're going to basically have down here, so this will be kind of the basic system with disk drives and all that kind of stuff. Anything we need will be on this wall with the storage thing, with the controller there. Actually probably right here we'll yeah, probably right here, and then we'll run wires behind as needed, and then we'll put cables wherever we need to go as well, and then this wall will probably be mostly just crafters. So that's kind of the plan with that. I don't know if this is going to stay immersive engineering or not, but we are going to need to get plenty of creosote oil so we can make all the garden cloches we want, and that's going to be a pretty big thing as well. So that'll be something we'll work on. And Yeah, I'll need to kind of fix up this stuff and whatnot. So crushers can also be upgraded. Metallurgical infusers can be upgraded. There's a bunch of different factories. So if we look up basic, I think if we do star factory, no. Okay, we can just look up basic factories. So there's infusing, injecting. I don't know what injecting, purifying, combining. Don't think we'll use these. Compressing, so crushing, enriching, smelting, and potentially, and yeah, the infusing. All of these are really good. And as you upgrade them to the different tiers, so the standard smelter will do 1 operation, basic will do 3, and then let's just look up smelting factory. Advanced does 5, and then elite does 7. And I believe there's 1 machine that can go higher than that, but I don't actually know. That's just the energy storage. So the machines don't go higher than that. So just kind of FYI, they're really powerful, and I really like Mekanism. So let's start looking into what else can we do. We could start making furnaces, essence ingots. We could do that. I don't think I want to do that. Storage stuff. We could start working towards the, you know what, let's do it. Let's make a security manager. Let's start working towards wireless. So, security manager. So there's 2 blocks, but the one we need is refined storage, obviously. And that requires some security cards, which requires network cards and advanced processors. Ew. Okay, on second thought, we will do that once we have automation. So what else do we have? We could get into the basics of applied logistics. I plan on doing the quest, but we don't need to do that for any reason. So, yeah, we don't really need to worry about it too much. Power generation. We could make solar panels. You know what? Let's actually make some solar panels. The reason being, I don't know if they work. So solar panel tier 1 is really, really easy. We just need to make some mirrors, and we're gonna need 8 of these for the next tier. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we should be able to make 8 of these. Awesome. So that should be a quest. We'll get a loot chest, and then solar panels 2. We just need to make a piston. And this is something that eventually we will have on Autocraft, so we can make the higher tiers. So solar panel 2, claim that one. And here is my question. So if we place this in the world, it does nothing. Now, this is going to be the weirdness. I kind of want to dig straight up. We'll do that in a second, but let's go ahead and, whoops, I want that loot chest. Let's go ahead and open our loot chest. And we have a diamond shield. Okay, that's cool. And viaducts. Awesome. Viaducts are fun. I don't see us using them too often, but they are definitely fun. So we should have a bunch of ladders. Let's see. What Y level are we at? Y level 90. So I don't know what is at the top of the world. Do we have our solar panel? We do. But this might explain something I have been wondering. And that is, well, how do we do solar panel stuff? Do we need to make a dimension or something like that? Or is it potentially, once we get to the top, there's no bedrock? Because I always assumed there was bedrock. I don't know why. But this is something that if viable, we could use solar panels and stuff like that, which is free power, simply by having an elevator shaft as far up as it will go, as we can go. And yeah, I don't know what the surface is at, if there is a surface. But yeah, so basically it's a question of, oh, this is gonna take forever. is there bedrock at the top? We know that there's no bedrock at the bottom, which is weird, but makes sense at the same time. So let's just continue digging up. And hopefully it's not the 200 block build limit. But if it is, what we can do is we can kind of just clear out an area, because we can break these blocks, assuming that there's no bedrock. That's the only question. So, whoops. Alright, so we are getting close-ish, probably. God, this might take a while. You know what? I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to discover this between episodes, and we'll come back next time. I'm going to try to move everything around a little bit, and kind of the plan is going to be we're going to set up autocrafting, and we're going to get as much like automatic resource production as well as crafting for things we don't really care about as we can. And then we're going to start looking into getting into fun stuff. So something else that we can look at. Is there a mining dimension? There is a mining dimension. Requires quintuple compressed cobblestone. So we might want to start working on that. Because this would give us access to the mining dimension, which would give us not only ores, but also let's see, it would give us ores, but it would also give us eternal day. So maybe that's where we need to go. We also need to go to the end eventually. That's something that we'll probably do at some point. But yeah, the presses is what's probably going to require us to go to the mining dimension. So I'm going to dig up here, see if there's anything at all. And next episode, I will not only report back, but we'll start looking at I'm going to try to move all the stuff and get plenty of autocrafting so that we can actually get access to, well, lots of fun things. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. No, we didn't get too much done, but it's a lot of work to try to get into autocrafting when you don't have many resources. So, and we're trying to move things as well just to get things kind of nice with the base. But once we have the processors all autocrafted as well, things will be a lot nicer. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!